Hey guys, how are you doing? It's Crypto Insight UK here, bringing you back a quick technical analysis video. It's just a quick market update. I'm just going to leave it really short today. I'm just going to jump in as to what's happened overnight. Obviously, yesterday we took a bit of a drop. We're looking to bottom out somewhere. It's hard to say anything at the time. We've got to see what happens, what plays out. We can talk about support levels that we're looking for, etc. But often they get violated in these drops, and the market can reverse very quickly. We've got a lot of geopolitical events at the minute, which can definitely affect the markets too. We're also trying to take into consideration the different equity plays, the Chinese stock market, the S&P 500, the dollar strength, DXY, gold. All these sorts of things are really affecting what's going on, in my opinion. But remember, guys, hit that like, subscribe, and share it with a friend if you enjoy the video. And I'll just jump into what I can see. Again, keeping this very short. Well, it looks like Bitcoin is respecting an ascending parallel channel at the minute. We did come down and really just test that channel yesterday. We found a local bottom at $39,142. I'm going to show you something that I have noticed recently, but what you need to take into consideration here, we'll just get rid of that channel. You can draw that in for yourself, obviously, if you want to. And we've come down a long way in the RSI. It gives a lot of space for a move up if that were to happen next. But one thing, if we do hold these levels, that you need to pay attention to is the higher lows that we're looking to form, or we are forming. So that's definitely positive. And then obviously these highs, but we have formed a higher high as well at this point. So this next little push up, if we can get up to this range, that's definitely bullish. If not, then we will obviously reconsider this when we see what happens next. It's too early to tell and put any sort of precedent on anything. XRP specifically is still inside that accumulation box that we talked about. Had a daily candle close just outside of it yesterday. But again, guys, higher lows that we're forming. Higher low here and now here. If we do hold this level, it's what I've talked about. I also made this play on Twitter, and I talked about this a while ago. A potential cup and handle pattern forming here. If I can find the arc, here we go. Bang, bang, bang. And yes, this is obviously dipped further than like I talked about in the first place, but it's still the same structure as lining up, guys, as long as we form that higher low. Something I did want to point out actually is on the total market cap, wherever that is here, and that we are holding, and this is something that I actually pointed out on Bitcoin, is when you see a big cluster of candles, short candles like this, it means there's a lot of price action in and around this range. And I'll just highlight some areas where that I'm looking at. So we've got all these candles here. That's an awful drawing. We've got all these candles here. We've got all these candles here. We've got all these candles here. If you're looking at that, and then we've got candles here too. Here, let me just highlight them, get this quickly drawn for you guys. I can just show you what I'm literally looking at. We'll go like that, we'll go like that. Maybe. Do you know, if I was good at drawing, I'd be an artist. That's actually quite banter for me. Then we've got all of these here. Can't really highlight them too easily, but YOLO will do it. Cool. Now you're looking at, now you can see what I'm talking about, yeah. And even this section here, like all this price action here. And what we actually look to have done, in fact, I'm going to just bring that a bit smaller because I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not actually, because it's not going to let me. But what we're going to do is bang a horizontal ray in here. And look where the price actually dropped yesterday on the total altcoin market cap. It sat nicely on top of all these accumulations. Where we use it as resistance here, we use it as resistance here, we use it as resistance here. It was kind of resistance here, here, resistance, 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 and now we're flipping that into support. And support here, like if you can see, it came down, it tested the same level. So for me, this is a bullish structure, guys. It's a bullish structure until we lose that support level. If we come down and lose where all these accumulation points are, then yes, bearish. If we come down even to these levels, it's just double testing the lows, in my opinion. So we could come all the way down to 164 trillion, in my opinion, and not lose that. And we're still looking for a leg up. It will be more bearish because we'll be re-breaking structure. So what we've done here is break out of a range, break that structure. If we come back down, we'll have broken the structure back down into that range. But for now, we've set actually a higher low and a higher high. So could we be reversing? Maybe. The indicators are still bearish. We're still bearish on the RSI. There's a lot of space to move up. It's just something to take into consideration. Again, guys, eyes on the Chinese stock market, which has taken a bit of a push today. It's up like 1%, and the S&P 500 also up 1%. Nothing to shout about, but that's just something to keep your eye on, guys. As far as everything else goes, that's about it so far today. Ethereum obviously had a similar sort of structure to the rest of the market. It's using these previous resistances and finding support in and around the top of those. So I actually don't think this is bearish. It just looks like a retracement to me, but let's see what plays out in the next few days. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Peace up, A-Town down, as Usher would say.